Paralives just came out on Steam a couple of days ago. Well, no, yesterday. And it is a new life sim. So, as you know, since you're watching a life sim playthrough, that there really isn't a lot of competition. Like, Inzoi came out, last year? Haven't played it. I don't think I'm literally able to play it with my current rig. My PC is good, but my PC isn't 2026 good, by no means. So when I heard about Paralives and I saw the art style and the graphics, I was like, okay, I think I can play this. And so I kind of been following it for the last couple months. I know some of y'all have literally been Patreon subscribers for the last 7 years since they started development. But not me. And I am still not a Patreon subscriber. I don't have that kind of money right now. So I was very curious to check this out. I think just looking at the town of Molino, and the way the paras are against the backdrop of everything around you, it looks insanely cozy. Which is honestly exactly what I want from a life sim. I've been playing life sims since The Sims came out, 26, 27 years ago or something like that. And, I've played a lot of The Sims 4. I don't think I played, as much as some of y'all have played, and I certainly don't have all the packs. But the thing that I felt like I didn't like about The Sims 4 was that it felt too cold. The art, there was just no, the lighting was amazing. Let's be real. I love the lighting, especially around sunrise and sunset. But I felt like overall the art style just felt so cold. It felt so clinical. It felt so muddy, and that's saying a lot compared to what The Sims 3 cast, which was clay. But yeah, I saw that this was coming out, and I knew I had to jump on it. I've been following the subreddit for a little bit, getting excited, and so for the last day and a half, I've been playing this as as a single character, and I've probably put in about 18 hours into it. So we are going to start a new game, and I I the first game I started, I was I kind of want to do a rags to riches challenge. Not homeless, because you can start homeless in this game. You actually don't have to buy a lot, which I really love and appreciate. I think that's a really cool feature. But I think this Let's Play, we are going to do something different. We we are going to be we are going to love on everyone that comes our way. Anyone that says hi, hello, how are you, we're gonna get in their pants. So I think I kind of want to be more of a bachelor or a bachelorette. And the vibe that I'm going for is that she is upper middle class, so she's gonna start with some money. She's gonna have a cute little home, and she's gonna get richer as she progresses, which obviously if you're working a job. But yeah, I think he or she, I haven't really decided yet, or they them, I really don't know. think they're gonna be basic. They're just gonna be a basic, and we are going to make the town of Molino our own. So let's start it. Okay, select starting map. You can choose a town or simple empty terrain. I'm assuming I started a town the first playthrough to test around and play with, obviously. I think simple empty terrain is like just a flat grassy lot that you can like build on and stuff. So let's try with town. Do you want to play the game's intro and tutorial? Yes, I will do this for you guys. So you can use the arrow keys to move the camera, but I use the WASD. Okay. Oh. You can rotate with right click, zoom with the scroll wheel, go to the next background by clicking on the blue rectangle. So the guy's already selected, and you just press that. Okay. So let's go over here, through the door. Okay, here's some paras that live in Molino. So these are all the characters that you can, that are just like pre-made and you can play. Now, there aren't that many. There's a lot more townies or like paras in Molino. I think, don't quote me, there's like 91 or like something crazy like that. So, we're not gonna pick any of them, but maybe we'll romance some of them. So the camera, there's a lot of discussions about the camera. So I personally haven't really experienced a lot of issues with it. Outside of this one specific lot, and then also if you are like, say your home is like 2 or 3 stories and your camera is like centered on the second or third story, if you shift outside of your home, the camera will like jump to ground level. So I think, to me, that is the biggest issue that I have, is that I wish it would like stay steady, because right now the camera to me feels a little chaotic. I know personally a lot of people are not happy using the arrow keys or WASD to use the camera, but in settings you can just select edge scrolling. So if you go to the edge, you can scroll around. It's not as responsive as I want it to be. I think it moves a little too slow for my liking, but yeah. So I don't know, like I might romance him, Kareem. Black coffee, okay. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Kareem. So he has a kid. I'm not romancing him. I believe he is canonically queer, but don't quote me. I think it's a go. This family, you know, she or her or him, since they're gonna be a hoe, I kind of want to do some home wrecking. Like, we're gonna fool around, we're gonna destroy lives, and we're gonna make some memories, and we're gonna be selfish, and we're not gonna care if some man leaves his family for us, or some woman. we oh my god, these nails. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh, love her. Oh, this person I've seen walking around. Yeah, I think Bianca. Okay. We're kind of getting distracted. Oh, is this the Darcy? Okay. So, I started, in my first playthrough, I started romancing Julian. He kind of, to me, looks like this actor, Cheyenne Jackson. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's create a new household. Okay. So we're gonna be a single person. We're not gonna have any family members. We are not. I don't. I'll see where this let's play takes me, but I kind of just want. I don't want kids. Like I just kind of want to like do me. She's basic. She's selfish. I'm not saying single people without kids are selfish or basic, but we're just gonna do that. So I kind of want to start off as a young adult. You have all these different age or life stages. What I really like about this, compared to The Sims 4, which we remember, The Sims 4 when it launched did not have toddlers, which is insane. But what I like about this is that it splits the teens up into preteen and teen. So you have child, toddler, and baby. What I kind of want in a future update is to split up young adult and adult. I don't know what it would be named, but like maybe just like middle aged, or like maybe it's like adult, middle aged, elder. I don't know. Okay, so if you go into advanced personality, which I don't know, I feel like that should be relabeled. Let's do. I don't know. Okay, let's do he him. Do we want him getting pregnant? No. We can get other. He can get other people pregnant. So we will see how that goes. I don't know if, like, say you fool around, you try for baby with another person, that baby has the child. I don't know if that child will be in your household. I also don't know if the person that you try for baby with has to already be in your household. Okay, so him, they can get others pregnant. They can't breastfeed. Can't breastfeed. In relationships, gets jealous by. I don't know. You know what? Do we want them to get jealous? Because do we want like seeing a partner kissing or getting intimate with someone else to make them jealous? Do we want seeing a partner have any physical contact with someone else make them jealous? Now, I don't think, for one, this is an early access game. They started out actually with build mode, like that is their bread and butter. So all the life sim stuff, to me currently, is very underbaked. So I don't know if the AI is sophisticated enough to even interact in ways that I'll have this situation to begin with. So I think what we'll do is we'll do seeing a partner kissing or getting intimate with someone else. You know, I think jealousy is universal, so we are just going to get jealous. So we are going to be male presenting. So now let's pick the voice.
Kiku.
Oh,
Boca. Ah, se vopino.
okay.
Fibu. Chuma.
I really
Sachi.
don't.
Abi.
There's like
Baki?
not really a difference here.
Bichu. Mochi.
Okay,
Piku.
let's do rough.
Puka.
He can be a rough man. I don't. Oh, Davis. Wow. Okay, I kind of like that already. Not Smythe as the last name though. Duraku. Davis Collins. That sounds like a character from like a fanfic or something. Okay. Oh, let's do a nickname. Davey. Okay. I guess we want to start with body. Now, I did download. That is crazy. That is crazy. Look at all these tattoos. Okay. So you can see there is some lag. Okay, let's change a different. Let's do a different hairstyle. Too short. Let's just like pick something random. Just so we can start working on the face. Oh, not the broccoli cut. Oh, oh. Y'all, this is some James Charles looking para. I know. No! Okay, I just need to get rid of the makeup. Like, it's just like too much. I can't get. I can't with this. Okay. Oh, you're hurt. This is crazy. Okay. Let's get rid of that. This is one beautiful man. But it is giving me James Charles. Okay. I think the body preset is fine. I think. See, what I like about this is that the Paramaker, I think is what people are calling it, is like pretty like robust. Like it's pretty like well rounded. Like you can edit a lot of stuff. There's some things that I don't like and that you can't really edit well, and that's the arms. Because if you go here and you do, for one, we're in muscles. So if you go here, upper arm size, it changes like the like little, like if you look here, this dip is just like way, to me, it's way too severe. Like he looks absolutely ridiculous. And changing the shoulder position does not affect it. So also, like if you look here, the arms are they can get big. They do clip. Now, the reason for most of this is because I downloaded a mod off the Steam Workshop that gives you more muscular sliders. Because without the mod, like, essentially you're going to make a twink every time. Like, they're just like, you can't get like a muscular kind of like dude. So I was not surprised when I saw that mod come out day one. So what's interesting here is that, like, if you look here, like, yes, the arms do look kind of big, but if I rotate him, these are some small biceps, and there's no way to get around that. So for whatever, it's just always going to be like this. Now, I might not make too many adjustments to the body. This is a pretty good body preset, I think. The only thing that I might change up is just make his thighs a little bit bigger. It looks like he kind of skipped leg day. And maybe the feet size. Okay. Now, I think his torso looks pretty good. I think what I want to do is go here to stomach size and change it a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm kind of thinking, he obviously takes care of himself really well. No, he's gonna be bi. He's gonna whoever he wants. The thing that I was deciding on is I was like, well, do we make him a circuit gay? Like, like, is obsessed with his body, parties, obviously is like having sex with everyone. But no, I think he is just gonna be kind of like a boy. He's going to be a boy, and he's going to be a homewrecker like we want. He's gonna be flirty. He's gonna love his body. He is not gonna be smart. That's not him. Now I'm thinking about changing the rib cage size or the waist shape. Let's just check that out. What's nice is that you have the waist width and the waist height. So for some of these toggles, they give you 2 parameters, and you'll see when you click them, you get a little graph instead of just a strict like left to right slider or up and down. Oh, okay. He's corseted. Let's do, yeah. And then yeah, okay. And then let's see, I feel like his shoulder depth is a little too forward. He's gonna have a little booty. Oh, he got that junk. He got that junk. Where are we at right now? Okay. No. Do it there. I still can't get over this James Charles looking face. Okay. I kind of like that. Now, do we want it I just love how warm the colors look in just the whole game. It's so satisfying. I kind of like this. Okay. Do we want to adjust the trapezius prominence? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we want that all the way down. The neck stuff is definitely something. Oh, he is short. Yeah, let's make him tall. Okay, cool. Do you want to change his posture? I feel like I kind of want to like realistic. Like you're gonna slouch a little bit. Me every day. Okay, I kind of like that. Okay, I think his body is pretty good. Do we want him to have... You know, he could be like a muscle daddy. Okay, I think I like that. Let's see. Chest shape, skin details, body hair, bottom shape. Oh, he's not gonna cross dress. Oh. No, yeah, let's just do boxer briefs. Okay. Let's check out body hair. Let's see. It's got a little dusting. It's thick curly hair, looks like. This looks like a treasure trail or whatever they're called. Here's just like another dusting. So it's like curly dusting. This is like straight dusting. And then I'm assuming this is like a heavy. Yeah. This is like the straight heavy one. Okay. There's really not that many options in this game yet. I mean, it is early access. And you'll see later when we go into build mode the amount of options that you have. Because for some categories, they went to town. And for other categories, it's just like, okay, let's just get one model of this and move on. It just kind of feels a little all over the place. Okay. I kind of like this. No, I think I like this one the most. Okay. It's torso hair. Let's do arm hair. Yeah, we can make them like kind of hairy, I guess. And this just does forearm. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. So it's like a light, pretty heavy coverage, and then this is just the bottom. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Now let's see. So there are a lot of skin details featured in this game. So you got moles. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Okay. That's almost like too many. but I don't want it on the face. This looks like okay. Now these options I still am like, I don't know if they're bugged or what, or if it's just like weird. Cause like, look, why is it putting it on the face? It's, oh. Yeah, see, I just don't think like any of this really works. Freckles. Oh, I kind of like that. But let's see. We can go into color. What's cool is that they give you these pre-made swatches, but if you click the plus sign, you can go into style creation and select any color you want. They give you a selection of pre-made colors, but you can also do the hex code if you have the hex code, which is really nice. And then also if you click here, they give you options. So here's the color wheel, here's a different color wheel, and back to the squares. Okay, so let's do, I want these to be like dark brown, but I think we don't even need. See, when you make a swatch, it adds this little like folder icon. So I was playing around with colors of freckles in an earlier Let's Play. Or just like when I was testing it out. Oh. I kind of like the brown. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I like that. No acne. But like, look, if you look at, okay, see? There's just a lot of these small little bugs, which I know, I understand, it's early access. This is what you get. But I have been playing a couple other early access games, and there just is not the amount of bugs. The biggest issue that I have with this game right now, and is arguably the biggest issue that people in general have, is optimization. It's performance. So as you could tell if you've been watching, like even just now there was that little like stutter, that little lag. It happened when we were just picking colors and going back to those pre-made color swatches. It just happens a lot. It happened in the beginning when we went into the train for the first time. It's just, it happens. When I was playing last night, release day, I was, not having any issues really. It was kind of like buttery smooth in live mode. And then I had opened up Chrome for something and I had closed Chrome. And when I went back into the game, it like completely bricked up. Like not even the fact that like it went down to like 5 frames per second or like 10 frames per second. It like legitimately froze. And the worst part of that was, I think it was because I closed Chrome, I unpaused the game, and when I unpaused, I was in 3 times speed, and that, like, it was like 5 p.m. and the next thing you know, it was like 9 p.m. And I was like, I can't play. Like, I just had to, like, try and, like, pause it and just, like, wait, like a minute or two, and then it finally, like, resettled. But I was like, my God. Okay, do we want a birthmark? don't know if I want to birthmark. See, what's interesting about the birthmarks is that, like, I'm on head, I'm selected on head, click the birthmark shows up on the head. This is what it's supposed to do. But if you go back to moles, it was just applying it globally. Like I'm on chest, just apply to the chest, don't apply to the face. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna do birthmarks or anything. Now, time for the face. Oh my god, those lips are fantastic. Like, he was going to the med spa. He was going to the med spa. He got those injections, mama. He said, before I move to Molino, I need to go to the med spa. I need to get myself right, and I need to do it up before I go get a house. Okay, so I kind of don't even know where to begin, honestly. So, like the body on the right, it's going to show you all these different little toggles for both the front and side profiles. You can change the head position, which basically is kind of like that neck adjustment we just saw. And then also you're going to edit the head size. Now, I don't even know if I want to touch this. Oh. And yeah, if you haven't seen already, people have made some absolutely horrifying paras. Horrifying. Oh my god. It's giving like Tomodachi Life creators right now. Like, I'm just like, oh. Okay, so I think, yeah, it kind of feels a little basic just being right in the dead center here, but we'll just do that. So you have these global parameters, but if you go to the left and you select the specific part of the head, you will be given eye parameters. So here I can go over and I can adjust eyebrows, eyelashes, highlight, and dark circles. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these individual parts first, and then we'll go back to the full head and we'll make adjustments from there. So with eyebrows, these are way too arched. Like, he definitely pumped those arches up when he was at the med spa. So I don't think he paid for that, and we don't want that. So let's do... I don't really want like these like super bushy ones. I kind of like this one, very rectangular. Oh, now he's a drag queen. Okay, so let's just change. The height is insane. Like, this is, we want them low. And yeah, let's do there. Okay, so then what is this? This is the outer corner height. Yeah, let's change. Let's arch them a little bit, but otherwise, no. Inner corner height. Yeah, okay. Eyebrow middle height. We want it like straight. Eyebrow size. There we go. Now eyebrow position. Okay, I kind of like that. Now, I don't really know. Right now, I think we have black hair. But I kind of... Yeah, this is my first character. I chose dark brown hair, but we kind of want. Oh, he could be like one of those people. You know, I have a friend who started graying in like their early 20s. So we could go with like a. Oh, I like that. It shows just like a hint of gray. Okay. Okay. I kind of like that. Okay, eyelashes, mama. Mama. Oh my god, it's crazy. She has some fake eyelashes on, girl. Okay. Oh, I guess these are fine. Yeah, I'll just keep them black. Okay. Highlight. No, I really like this. I saw this. I could tell the difference in this when I think they released like a gameplay trailer or like when they sent out early access to reviewers and influencers. I saw that like sometimes they would have a para with an eye highlight and sometimes without an eye highlight. So I kind of like this one. It looks the most natural. Um, this looks unhinged. This is like maybe we kind of like this person's not a good person, right? Like they're about to home wreck. They don't care. They're selfish. Whatever. They're giving body tea. So I don't know. Maybe I kind of want to go be like a little dead in the eyes. It's kind of like it's giving realism, but it's also kind of going against the art style a little bit. But then I'm like, does this? No. I was about to say, does it feminize the face a little too much when I do the little highlight in the eye? We'll do it off for right now, and then at the end, we'll see. After spending some time with it, we'll see if we like it. Okay. Now, do we want to have dark circles? Oh. He's been partying too much, mama. I kind of like those. I wish you could, like, select both. With some stuff, you can select both, like with tattoos and stuff. No. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, let's do blue, because I feel like sometimes dark eyes kind of have like that bluish tint, because it shows like your blood vessels underneath them. Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's do this, and then let's change it to be... Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Cool. Now, I wonder... Okay. So, you kind of have to play around with the little, like, parameters, because it's like, if you have you have your face over here on the right, you go into the eyes, you have your eyes, you go into the eyebrow, you have your eyebrows, and then it's like, it kind of goes away for these other settings. So you kind of have to look really closely to see what you're adjusting, what you want to adjust. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's any good presets. What? What is this? Oh. 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 No. No, no, no. No. Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of the ones that I want to start with. Those are these. Yeah, okay, let's do these. Let's zoom in here. Let's check. Eye size, eye position. They're definitely. And you can see that line coming in the eyelid, like the above the eyelid or whatever. Eye fold. But if I adjust it, okay. So you can see that line coming in, and it looks like it's like almost breaking the face. Okay, let's go back to eye position, change it. Okay. It does kind of look like he has hooded eyes. So let's see, do we want to do an eye rotation? No, I think they're fine. Eye depth. Oh, you know what? We never adjusted this. Eyebrow depth. Okay. Let's see here. Eyelid curvature, eyelid height. Yeah, we just want it above the little center, the pupil or whatever. Eyelid curvature. Where is. Oh. Oh, I like that. Okay. Eyelid pinch. Oh, okay. Yeah, we want it very like soft. Eyelid depth. Let's see, what does that look like? Okay. Yeah, let's do. I don't know if I want to do it like that. I think that's fine. Okay. Let's try the inner corner position. Change it slightly. I kind of like that. I do feel like the eye position. What's nice if you just like tap this once. If you hold it down, you get the chart, but you can also go here and you can select any parameter if you want. But you can also just go into this. You can type into it and you can click and just slide it this way. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I like the eyes. We might return to them, but I don't know. Okay. Nose. I honestly like I don't know if I even want to change the nose. Like it definitely I kind of like it. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So we have all these settings again. I don't know if I really want to change any of it. What is nose global? So nose global bridge width, nose tip width, nostril width, nose height. See, I don't know if you're following my cursor, I kind of want to change around this area because it makes his top lip look plumped. Plumped. And I don't want that. Okay, I think let's check this. So nose bridge and nose tip. Okay, let's check nose bridge. These are just presets. Okay, so if we go back here, let's go into nose bridge, root depth, upper bridge width. Okay, yeah, let's go into root depth. And let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, cool. Okay, I like that. Now it's the mouth. So I noticed when I was playing yesterday that they have teeth, but your person doesn't open up their mouth. Like, it's not The Sims. When The Sims, you select the teeth, they open their mouth so you can see, you can preview the teeth. It does not have it here, and I can't really tell from these images what the differences are. I mean, like, yes, this is the gap. This is like just straight up missing teeth. Like, this, I don't know. It like looks, and like there's different color swatches. Like, what are the oh, okay, so these are braces. Okay. Now I really want to know what this one is. Okay. We're just gonna pick the standard one. I don't really know. Okay. So here is the mouth settings. Now I feel like I don't know. Upper lip shape. I think the first thing that we want to adjust is the mouse depth. It's like way too forward. Okay. Upper lip shape. Upper lip middle height. Alright. Oh, okay. Upper lip depth. Yeah, it's still like a little too prominent for me. And then if we go to mouth depth, we can push it forward just a little bit. Okay. And oh, wait, what are these? I have to go look at this. Okay, that's actually not as bad. I don't mind this. I think the mouth height is pretty good. Mouth size. Yeah, it looks a little in line with the center of the eyes. But let's just go here and adjust it. There we go. Okay. Now there's a part of me that wants like him to have really small lips. Upper lipper shape. What is this? Mouth corner, lower lip depth, lower lip shape, lower lip so let's make it smaller. 40, and then lower lip size. Yeah. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. Oh. Okay, I kind of like that. And because we made it smaller, I think what I want to do is go into mouth height and just lower it a tiny bit. Okay. Looks good. All right, facial structure. So here we have, it looks like a lot of the jaw stuff. So jaw depth. Okay, I kind of like that there. Let's see, double chin prominence. It kind of doesn't really create a double chin. It's kind of just a little bit lower. Okay, chin depth. That's probably fine. I kind of want to try to create a more square shape, but I don't really like that. Okay, let's see, jawline width. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's see, do we want to do jaw height and jaw depth? Oh. That's probably fine. Jaw depth. Okay, let's go back. There we go. Okay, so let's do ears. Well, yeah, interesting. Okay. I thought that you could. Yeah, okay. It's in the full face selection. Okay. These are just presets. Okay, that's fine. Forehead. Jaw presets. Chin presets. Do we want to change up the cheeks a little bit? No, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, I like the just looks like he's got cheeks done. Okay, I think this is fine. His It's got a little definition in the cheeks, but not like crazy by any means. Okay, let's go into head. Let's see, let's change the eyebrow depth a little bit. Just a tiny bit there. Ear position. I think that's fine. Ear size. Yeah, let's just do a little bit bigger. And let's change the position to be forward. There we go. See, he's just like, he looks too pretty. Like, I kind of want like a rugged man. Face height, jaw depth. We've adjusted some of this before. Adam's apple prominence. Let's do a little bit. There we go. Neck width. That's just too much. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's see, we have chin depth, mouth depth. We have eye size. Eye size is fine, I think. Nose global, cheeks. Okay, I kind of like that. Like a little pointy. I still feel like his neck width is just a little too much. Okay. We adjusted facial structure. Let's change his double chin prominence to be a little less. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, facial hair. Let's see. Now, I was checking out the stubble and I really am not a fan. If you select it and look at it, it's just like, what is going on with all these dots? I think I like understand what they're trying to go for, but it just looks so insane. I think it's because like you see the para from like farther out, and when you do that and you look at those dots, it looks more like stubble. But I'm just like, I don't really know. Okay, so we do this. That beard is insane. What is going on? The beard is just shaped so weird. Why has it got this like weird point? Okay, that's not bad. Can you do stubble too? Oh. beard, put the stubble on, and then let's do just like a basic mustache. Huh. I kind of like that. But if we do beard, it's definitely a different vibe. This facial hair pattern is, there really should be more options. That's what I'm like starting to realize after playing around with Parent Maker for a little bit, is that when it comes to like masculine and feminine options, it looks like they put more effort into the feminine side and less into masculine side. I saw on the subreddit there were some complaints about like, oh, I spent so long like trying to make a male para be rugged, and it's just like it's not working out. Like they, at the end of the day, they just look a little too twinky, a little too feminine. And that's kind of the reason why I downloaded that like muscle slider mod. But I do kind of like it with the mustache. Now let's do mustache and stubble. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, perfect. Now let's see. If we go into mustache, you go here. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll do a little gray. Yeah, that's fine. Can't really tell the difference here. Okay, skin details. So, again, moles on the whole body. Oh. every RPG character. I think these are all just scars. Did that one. Okay. Oh. These are freckles. Kind of like it just like that. But if you go back to our body, go back to skin details, freckles, we can click this, go into here, copy this hex code, and it looks, I wish it would give you a number for like the slider. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, perfect. See, it already saves it. Love that. And let's do it like, yeah. I like that. That's all acne, okay. Want moles on the face, but only the face. Okay. Alright. Okay, now we can go back to the hair and let's just look at some of these options. Just previewing this very briefly, I did not like literally any of them, really. Like, this one's kind of cool. It's a little alt. This is just came out in 1999. This one's interesting. We have this one. A lot of these hairlines, I'm not. Like, if you look at the buzz cut, it just looks so. Like, if it was just like a tiny bit higher, it would look better. Could do this. What is O? Oh. Bitch got bang. I kind of like this one. And let's play around with this. Oh. Trans rights. I kind of like this like sandy one. But if we go here, we can do like gray. Oh. And then we do hair. I kind of like that. Okay. You know, I just realized eye color. What do we want to do? You know, green might work. That's a little too scary. Oh. Or just brown eyes. I kind of like the green ones. Okay, cool. So that was hair. And now, let's see. Let's do some makeup here. Eyeshadow. You know, I just realized his eyes, to me, they look kind of small. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Alright, makeup. Let's see. I kind of like this, like, inner one. Yeah, and I kind of like it a little red. Let's just like fade it a little bit. Oh, okay. Kind of just like it's more of like a coloration thing rather than just straight up eyeshadow. Okay, eyeliner. Well, so we have that, but what is going on here? Do we want to do red here? Let's change it. Oh. think... Oh, very glamorous. I used to do my eyeliner like this. I think we're just gonna skip eyeliner. Now, sometimes I've noticed when you make, like, I was editing the Roberto Robber, who's the train conductor that we just saw, and he actually has like a lip stain on when you edit him. So I've noticed, and he also had like white nails, which I've noticed with this, with Davis here. So you kind of have to just be like wary of like what's kind of like preloaded when you're editing stuff. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. And then just like do it a little bit. Okay, cool. Now, Paras already have this like blush thing going on that some people don't like, some people do. Oh. I'm kind of like, I don't mind it, but it is a little like, okay. Okay, I do. No. Just looks like he's bruised. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, full face makeup. No. All right, makeup is done. Now, onto the tattoos. Now, I downloaded a tattoo mod that gives you more of a selection. You'll notice a little like installed from Steam Workshop logo here. Now, what's cool about the tattoos is you can like get really specific about where these tattoos sit on what body parts, and you'll see in a sec. So I kind of want, this almost looks like a like, it's very like 1920s. No, I think what I want is like a chest tattoo, I think. That's interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, if you click this little edit placement, like it shows up here, and you can get really specific. If you press the yellow dot, it, I believe, resizes it. No, rotates it, sorry. And then the greens resize it. And then I want to see, so you can move around like this. Yeah, okay. Go back down. Position. Oh, oops. Let's see. Okay. Let's do 40 and scale it down to 60. Let's go up. Let's type in 56 and then 50. Perfect. Okay, now they really loaded up the tattoos. But I think what we want to do is honestly, like, I kind of want to keep them. I kind of like this one random color tattoo. I don't mind it. And then I like how his sleeve is filled up. Okay. Yeah. I think, you know what? Yeah. We'll keep it the same. Alright. That is the appearance. Let's go into the clothing. Which, it's a little underwhelming. Let's just put it that way. The first thing I want to do is, you can tell that he has these like white nails on. I kind of want to take them off. Now, I might... Those look like they're just like... Kind of want to see how black nails look. I'll just keep them off. See what toenails. Okay, so let's go and look at some of these tops. Let's see, for casual, like, what would he wear? You know, like, there's just really not that many. Like, look, there's not many. And they're kind of like a mix, you know, like, it's just... maybe just like a plain shirt. It's like a baggy shirt. Which I like the baggy shirts, and then you turn to the side and it just does not look good. I need someone to make an edit of this where it just like hangs a little bit more straight back. Cause like, yes, he does have a badonkadonk, but this looks insane. So I kind of want to do, let's just try like a normal t-shirt. Now, you can tuck t-shirts in and out, and then you can also layer shirts, which is really cool. You can select variants. It's usually just for the polos again, like a little logo. Here we go. This is what it was. So it says right here, select secondary item. You click it, and then you can start layering. So you can do like this, do this. Don't know why that's really an option. That's pretty cool. So I think what we want to do is, I'm thinking either this like sweater thing or just a straight t-shirt. And you got a couple patterns here. That shirt looks insane. Could do like a solid black one. See, here's the thing, you can add swatches, but I don't know if there's a limit to how many swatches you can add. And I feel like Like, you can't delete swatches that you've loaded in. So, whatever. Hopefully that's changed soon. Okay, I kind of think we just want something basic for his casual outfit. Got some hoodies. You got a cable knit sweater here. But, you know, Molino doesn't have seasons, and to me, it always screams like summertime. Especially like peak summer, like where it's really hot out. So I don't really like the concept of having hoodie on as casual. So I think we'll just do this black t-shirt. You got some swimwear, but there's not a swimwear outfit selection. You got pajamas. You got some outer layers. It's gonna do like a battle jacket kind of thing. Which I kind of like. You have this. What's this? Oh. Something I would wear. Okay, let's just do the black shirt. Okay. You got some like really weird stuff. Okay. Bottoms. Let's see here. So you start off with tight pants, you have baggy pants, you have shorts, you have skirts, you have swimwear, pajamas, and custom bottoms. Which I'm kind of like interesting. What costume is this too? Huh. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Those are boy pants. Those are boy pants. This literally takes me back to high school. Oh my god, these leather. Oh, that's outrageous. Okay. Let's check out baggy pants. I kind of like these more. I play with a little bit of these in my other playthrough. And baggy pants are definitely more in than tight pants. Like, tight pants screams millennial. Baggy pants to me screams Gen Z. I kind of like those. And you got a couple jean colors. I kind of like the light blue wash. It gives me like retro kind of vibes. Those are ridiculous. Those cuff pants. I don't like how those sit. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do. Those are kind of nice. He really has a big booty. I kind of want to change it a little bit. Let's see. Let's go into here. Let's change the posture. No. There we go. And I always think the thigh size is just like kind of crazy. I've always have to adjust that when I would say put my pants on. Okay. So we have bottoms. There are full body outfits, but they're mostly for women, I believe. You can do a little Among Us guy. just walk around in a robe. Cow outfit. Iconic. Okay. And then, yeah. What is this? Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's check out shoes. Now, I don't mind these that he has on currently. It's like, what are they, like Vans slippers almost or something? There's casual shoes, which these are included. So you have these like these lower ones. Boots, you have this like really crazy like goth boot. I think, yeah. I kind of like these. They make his feet look huge. I kind of want to adjust that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I do kind of like these. Well, let's look at some of the other ones. So you have loafers. You do something like that, but no. Heels, sandals. I do like that vibe. Slippers. Oh my god, Crocs. I didn't realize this. Oh, that's great. Oh my god, these Crocs have spikes. And then you have like, yeah, custom shoes. Slippers that look like a loaf of bread. Oh my god. It's like what? Strawberry sundae heels, and you get clown shoes. Okay, I think we'll just do these black boots. Yeah, and I like that. Ooh. Yeah, kind of like, yeah, I really like those. Okay. Now on to accessories. So you got socks. Oh, we are already wearing tons of stuff, so we're not going to see these anyway, so let's just pick like these in white. That's fine. And then you have like tights and leggings, so you have like ribbed fishnets, regular fishnets, different colors. Gloves. I always like think these are kind of interesting. Digging in the dirt. Okay. You can see that little lag there. Time for jewelry. Okay, let's do necklaces first. Look how big this chain is. I kind of like it for our para. And then you do have a couple chokers. I like this because it's literally just like a pass. This one's interesting. But he doesn't really go with the vibe. Kind of stuck between this one, or this one. I kind of like this one, and then we can go here. We can like change it to a gold. I'm rocking that gold chain. Kind of matches his shoelaces. I kind of like that. Okay, now we've got piercings, and there is an assortment of piercings here. do like a septum. What are these? Oh, okay. And then that, yeah. Yeah, let's just do a septum. Or maybe we want it this way. I kind of like that. Change to gold. Okay, cool. No. I like how they have AirPods. So I've put that on my like fitness outfit. And then I like these. These are wild. Wild. It's like blood bags. Okay, there's this look I saw often when I was living in Chicago. And it was like men. I don't see it as much where I live now. But I saw it all the time when I was living in Chicago. And it was basically like men wearing one dangly earring. Not two, one. So I'm trying to think, what can we do for him that kind of does that? I kind of like this. Okay, so what's nice about this is that if you go here, you can do orientation. So edit both sides, right side, left side. So you click it, unclick it, and then there you go. Cool, I kind of like that. And then this is just like a belly button piercing. Let's see, rings. You got all of these. Very excessive. Or you turn that off and go to these. It's a little bit less. I kind of like these. Now there's these where it's like all over the place. I like, if you had these in real life, like those ones towards the fingertip are gonna fall off. Kind of like a pink earring, you know? Oh yeah, the black one. Little onyx. Okay, cool. And let's see. This one's interesting. It's like a I have like an Apple Watch, a regular watch, just like leather bands, pearls. Okay, let's do the bracelet on that side. I think I want to edit the color of the ring. I want it to be like a little bit more golden. Oh, okay, that kind of matches. Good. Okay, I think that's good. We can change the underwear if we want. I do kind of like the train conductor. His name is Roberto Robert, and if you look on these underpants, the brand is Roberto Robert. So, like, Roberto's out here. He's got a clothing company. He's got an underwear company, and he's gonna let all the Paros wear it. I think that's fine. You have medical items, but the selection is pretty small. Okay, I think we are done with our casual outfit. So let's go into formal. Formal is going to be a little bit more basic. If we go, let's just look at dress shirts. See, you know, Davy wouldn't wear a lot of this, I feel like. There's this, which is interesting. Oh. Oh, that looks awful. I feel like he would wear... Like, what is going on with that tie? You know what? He does kind of strike me as someone that would do a little, like... something like that. Okay, I think that's fine. It's interesting. Let's do bottoms. Okay, there's these. I kind of like the ones with that are a little bit. Yeah, I kind of like these ones more. Let's just do black. I'll even have like a little pinstripe action going on. Okay, let's go into shoes, loafers. Well, actually, we should do socks first. Black socks. See, I don't know why, for whatever reason, this one has just that selected. I think maybe when you adjust it, it stays globally. So if you go into another clothing item and you adjust it, you'll see that it stayed from the previous selection, I think. Okay, so those are our socks. Let's go into loafers. Let's just pick these. And let's do black. Cool. Now, let's figure out the jewelry situation. I feel like, I mean, it really just depends on what kind of formal setting. If he's a formal setting with friends, like, he's gonna wear his jewelry. If he's with a bunch of strangers, he's probably not gonna wear his jewelry. So let's just take it off, I guess. Maybe the only thing is that piercing. I kind of like that. Okay, if you go to bracelets, I kind of want to take that off and put this one on. Change it to, ooh, golden green, perfect. Perfect. Don't need to add the nails. The underwear changes. Let's stick it back to that one. Cool. Okay. Workout. Let's see here. If we go into bottoms, shorts, and do like biking shorts, because these are just like, I don't know, a little too long, I think. And oh, it's a little. Oh, okay. Let's just go back. Okay. Very odd. Yeah, he's gonna enjoy working out shirtless. Casual shoes. I feel like these are the ones that are most gym or cardio focused. So let's change these to let's do all white. It's very interesting. Just throw those socks on. You can't see them. This is fine. Okay, let's bring back, yeah, the little fitness watch. There we go. Okay, cool. I kind of like that. Very simple. He's not gonna be running with a necklace or earrings on. He's gonna show off his body, likes to be shirtless. Can you imagine going to a public gym and just being like, oh, I'm gonna work out shirtless? I don't think that's allowed. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's do. What would Davy wear to bed? I feel like he wouldn't wear a shirt again. And I feel like he would get too hot with pants. So he's just gonna wear underwear. He's just gonna chill. He's just gonna vibe with the underwear. And he's gonna wear these in black. And let's see, he is actually going to rewear the necklace to bed, and then he's also going to do, he's not going to take his piercing out. You can see that little, like, yeah, these lines, I have no idea what that is. Okay, cool. And I think we're done with character. This is Davy, our boy. He's still just like, I don't know, looks really young to me. I mean, he is a young adult, so it's fine. Looks just like a little boyish. Let's save him to the household and begin. I forgot about the personality. Okay, so Davy Collins. Let's see. Physique, 3. Charisma, 3. And yeah, he's not gonna be creative. He's just gonna be a little smart. Vibe. Overjoyed, gloomy, energetic, jester, or serious. I feel like Davy is going to be energetic. Energetic pair of folks are very active and often have an energy surplus that allows them to do more with their day. They thrive the most when they can use this extra energy. I'm kind of in between that or overjoyed. Overjoyed pair of folks get happy easily and like to spread joy around. They thrive the most when they're happy. You know what? I feel like Davy, he's going around town, he's doing the most. And if he's doing the most, he probably will be energetic. Social perk. Good at being alone? No. Good at making friends? Good at taking care of others? No. Good at romantic relationships? Yeah. I'm thinking that's her choice. Pair of folks with this social perk love having some romance in their lives. They have more success with flirting and get more interesting flirting prompts. Absolutely. Talent. Jack of all trades, music, fitness, art, technology, food, good at nothing. I feel like he's like a fitness person. It says, pair of folks with this talent love to move and are happiest at their sweatiest. They get happy when they exercise and their hygiene need drains slower. Okay. Let's see. Vegetarian? He doesn't strike me as a vegetarian. Sleeping habits. Normal, early bird, or night owl? He is a night owl. He is partying. Cleaning habits. Normal, sloppy, or neat? I think he's normal. He's not neat, but he does clean up. You know, he's responsible sometimes. Okay, cool. That is our personality. And let's just save this to the household again so we don't lose our progress. Okay, so what happened last time is I went over here after I finished the personality and I pressed the blue check mark and I got the black screen of death. I've never had that happen before. I mean, granted, I've only did this one time before touching on Davy here, but I basically just was like, all right, I think I need to re-verify my game files, make sure I downloaded all of my graphics drivers, make sure that's updated. And so I did that, and now I'm hopefully thinking that I can get through to the town or to the storytellers and then to the town. So let's try this again. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I don't eat. So this is weird. Like, it didn't save the nickname. Okay, now let's try it. Okay, yay, it worked. All right. So these are your para's emotions. Click on one to decide how your para will react to it. Oh, okay. So depending on their emotions at any given time, para folks can pick new ones, which are short-term objectives to fulfill. So let's eat a snack. Active ones are listed here. They reset when going to sleep. Okay. Select all your para folks and the train conductor. Okay. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I literally... The train conductor became my boyfriend in my first game. So... maybe we'll sleep with him again. We'll see. Alright, go to the next wagon by clicking on the blue rectangle. When your together bar fills up, pick a conversation topic. Okay, so I do have to tell you guys this. I downloaded 2 mods. One of the mods fills the meter up quicker, and the second mod gives you more cards. So typically, if you're doing this without mods, you would see 3 cards here, not 4. Talk about exercise so you can do while seated. Flirt with the conductor. Ask if running laps on train is allowed, or say generic hello. Let's flirt. Ooh, secret crush. Relationship label gained. Take care of your pair's needs or else they might get upset. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory. Click on the food to eat it. Girl, what food? Oh, there it is. So it's kind of cool. They like talk and you'll see this meter fill up, but you can do other actions while it happens. Pick a storyteller. They affect gameplay parameters and difficulty level. Okay, so we have Ricardo Castillo III, a storyteller that will bring more challenges in your pair folks' daily lives. Okay, and then we have Max Sense, a storyteller that provides a fair and balanced gameplay experience. And then Stella the dog, a storyteller that will protect your pair of folks from life's lowest lows and make for a less challenging gameplay experience. Okay, the first time I did this, I just went with Ricardo. And to be honest, I didn't really think there was any challenge that they were really giving me. They might have been, but to me, it didn't really feel like it. So when you go to sleep every night, Ricardo will come up in the bottom right, and you could select a card from like a choice of cards that like affects your gameplay. So often they will give you a card that's like, here's a tax rebate of 500, you know, para money things. And so I was like, okay, like this, is this the difficult, like, is this a challenge? Because I'm not seeing the challenge here. So honestly, I'm just gonna pick him again. I don't really know what the other two's vibes are, but I was pretty fine with Ricardo. So let's go here, customize storyteller. Okay, so you can pick the portrait again. Household Para's age. Yes. We definitely want Davy aging. Non-household Paris' age. No, because I don't want people to die. Like, I don't want to like, we can actually turn this off or turn this on, and then it'll be like a ghost town. Duration of life stages, normal. I also downloaded a mod that alters the life stage lengths. So I think typically you would just see short, normal, or long. I have longer and extras long. I think for right now, we will do. I mean, yeah, let's just do normal. Let's do normal. I did not change minutes per real life seconds, but I do like how you are given that option to change. Trimester, labor, those don't affect us. Chance to get pregnant while attempting, that doesn't affect us. Chance to have twins, no. Let's do 1%. Someone said that it's like more aligned with real life. And the chance to have triplets is 0.25. So someone posted on Reddit recently that they were kind of doing something similar in their playthrough, that they were just like romancing everyone, banging everyone, and literally trying to have kids with everyone to test the limits. And what happens is that when those NPCs do have kids, those kids automatically live in your household, even if that NPC's parent does not. So you get the kids no matter what. So I kind of don't like that. I hope someone adds a mod or like does something that changes that in the future, so we can just be a menace to society and have our responsibility just like not be there. So I am aware of that. I am, I think, not going to do any like try for kids or anything. I don't know if you have regular intimacy, like the woohooing. I don't know if that automatically adds pressure to have kids, but I know that there is a separate option where you can pick where it says try for child. So I think maybe he could do this one thing where like for someone he accidentally gets them pregnant and he ends up having a kid and he has to like change his lifestyle. Like that could be a storyline that we can work into in this Let's Play, but I haven't really decided fully what I want to do yet. Job performance threshold for strikes. I really don't understand what this is. I did not change it. Apparently, I think you can go on strike at your job. Or I think what it might mean is like you have 3 strikes and then you're fired. I think that's probably what it means. So, I guess we'll just keep it at 10. I turn these on. Automatically eat at work. Yes, I think that's realistic. Like people eat at work and automatically use the toilet at work. Again, realistic. People go to the bathroom at work. Starting funds, they start off with 30,000. Like I said in the earlier part of this character creation, I was like, I think I want him to be like upper middle class, like maybe even like kind of like a playboy wealthy like kind of like douchebag or whatever. So I think we want to raise this. I know technically it's just gonna give us an easier start, but we're just gonna have fun with it. And so, you know, he invested in some Bitcoin early, and so he made some money off of that. And so now he has, I think we're gonna start with 50,000, and I'm going to just assume that anyone he talks to, he's gonna bring up Bitcoin. He is that guy. You know, he did make some mistakes. He did invest in some NFTs, girl. So, you know, like I said, he's not the smartest person, but he is 1 out of 3 smart, whatever that is. So I think let's do 50,000. I know most of the lots that you can move into are like between like 24,000 and like 27,000. So I think that will give us enough money over in order to just like decorate a little bit. All right, so I think we are set for a storyteller. Oh. He's already dancing. He's already doing the thing. When you're together, bar fills up. Pick a conversation topic. I know you already told me this. Seems like there's an issue with the train. Is anyone here a mechanic? Yeah. Here's Molino. Very exciting. It got actually louder. So let's see if we can turn this down a little bit. It's such a pretty town. I know the developers I think are from Quebec, but like look at this. This is very like French, very like French Canadian. And there's a train. I am eyeing a couple of these homes for like a future upgrade or something. Or honestly, we can have fun and we can do some build mode stuff because that is a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. So, I do have. I know I keep saying this, but I also have another mod. And so that mod shows you the paras on the town maps. You'll look at all these portraits, and those portraits will tell you where the paras are. They may not be at that exact location, but they are in vicinity. Sometimes I'll scroll in and I won't see a pair there, and then they'll like load in a couple seconds. So it's not perfect, but it does give you an idea of like where people are, and I think it's a great quality of life mod. You can check it out in the Steam Workshop. Um, just because I don't know, I think it's easier to know where paras are at, so you know like who to go for, who to talk to, seeing like what everyone's doing. It does not show you everyone. It just shows people who are out on the streets. It does not show like, hey, these 3 paras are at their home. It's gonna show that 1 para outside that home on the street. So, let's see where we want to go. So let's see, where would Davis move to? You know, he's young. He wants to be in town. He wants to be where the action is. He does not want to live in the farm area or sort of like in whatever Molino suburbs are. So if you go around, you have this like train station area where you get dropped off, which is pretty cool. What I really like about this area and kind of the map in like its entirety is that it basically has so much verticality to it. Like if you look at some of these homes, Like, I'm pretty sure this is a residence. Like, this is crazy. Like, here is the front door. You go up these stairs. Here's another door. It goes across the train tracks. And here's this like other one where it's like you have the ground floor down here. You go up, and then you have this like third floor over here by this like walkway. And then here's another one where it's like it starts down here at like the platform, and it goes all the way up to this street level. Like, I think that's just so I love that. I'm obsessed. Okay. I think what we're going to do here before I get into it is we are going to pause, and we're going to cut the episode here. I think this is a good introduction, and then I think for the second episode we will pick a home. um we will then, I think I can't really decide yet, like if I want to like do a billboard or like a pre like home or whatever. Like, this apartment right here is kind of what I'm eyeing. It's 28,000, so I think that's definitely in our budget. It's right in the center of town. It's right on this cute little plaza. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.